Hello and welcome to CTRMRadio, an ad hoc podcast from Commodity Technology Advisory. And today our guest is Tasja Botha. Tasja is the CEO of VAKT, and Tasja and I go back several years. Also had the pleasure of working with Tasja in at least two previous existences of hers, and so we do go back some distance. Anyway, I wanted to ask her about her first year as CEO at VAKT, what she had achieved, what the company had achieved, and where it was going. And here's Tasja. Thank you. Okay, Tasja, welcome to CTRMRadio.
Hi, Gary. Thank you for the invitation.
Good. Well, I thought what we'd do is ask you to tell us a bit about VAKT. What is it exactly, and what are its overall objectives?
So VAKT is a platform that enables customers to digitalize their physical commodities post-trade process. So a lot of digitalization has been happening in what I'd call the capital markets, and a lot has been happening in front office, but the physical commodities post-trade process has not really digitalized. There's still a lot of manual intervention. So what is the objective really of VAKT is to create contract validation as well as to legal confirmation with the VAKT vSure product. Then it's also automating the entire nomination process, including smart nominations and pre-populated nominations with what we call vLogistics, so VAKT vLogistics. And then the third thing that we really focus on is digital quantity, quality, and statement of facts from both the terminals and the inspectors using vActuals. So there's three main products in the platform. So it's vActuals, vLogistics, and vSure, and that really helps them digitalize their post-trade process.
Right. And I know that every time we talk, you're extremely enthusiastic about VAKT. So what is it that excites you about the company?
VAKT, it moves fast. It keeps up with the market, which really excites me. So when we started back in 2017, it was all about blockchain, security, which is really give us the fundamental of the backbone of VAKT. But now as the market's moving, we have to adapt with the market. So now our customers are asking us lots of questions like, how can we use AI? So we've really doubled down on the AI part of it as well. So the different kind of use cases are customers are saying they want to actually ingest all the counterparty data across all their products, not just the one specific product that VAKT used to do, as well as they don't want to just ingest the data from people on the VAKT platform. They wanted off VAKT platform as well. So now we can ingest all products across on VAKT counterparties using AI. So it's really pushed that one as well. They also wanted to do more than just Northwest European barges. So we've really doubled down on the different modes of transport. So we can handle the physical trades across barges, vessels, US pipeline. And also more recently, some of our customers have actually asked us for some derivatives. So there's physical swaps and options. So we've also been doing that. And then lastly, a lot of our customers are saying to us, well, you know what, we don't want to do the whole API integration straight away. What we want to do is a real quick installation, but how do you get our data? So now we've actually have the ability to ingest data from CSV files and Excel files. So we can then get a customer up and running using the system within 2 weeks. And then as they start using the system, as they start getting more ROI, they can then do the API connectivity, which is what they finally want. So it excites me how we can adapt to the market's needs.
Yeah, you've certainly changed in the time that I've known the business from inception. And you were appointed as CEO a little over a year ago. What are your goals as CEO for VAKT?
For me, the most important thing is to get customers, not just the big majors, traders, be it the major traders, but also the traders that I'd say is more on the tier 2, to enable them to make the leap to digitalization. It's a big, scary word for a lot of people. And by showing them, you know, we can do these baby steps, and yes, you can do all your mode of transport and all your products in one system, really is my focus. And that's what we've really been doubling down on in the last year since I've been here.
Right. You mentioned the products at the beginning, but what are the products that are offered by VAKT and who do they serve? What market?
Okay, so we are what I'd call a majors and a trading platform. It's definitely post-trade. We have what I call three major products. One's called VSure. VSure eliminates those paper contracts and replaces them with digital validation and confirmation of trade terms. Therefore, really reducing that risk and boosting one's efficiency. So you don't have that manual intervention all the time. The other one is V Logistics, which is a nomination facility, which formalizes the pre-loading processes between not only the traders and the counterparties, but also the terminals and the inspectors, therefore facilitating that seamless flow of digital communication, therefore benefiting both operational accuracy, but also a more centralized, traceable communication platform. So if you need to go back and look at data, etc., you've got everything in there in one platform. And then last but not least is what I call V-Actuals. This really holds the critical data that is generated by the terminals and the inspectors at the time of loading or discharge to a standardized visual to the traders. So they all get standardized data, looks all the same. It covers global actuals for quantity, quality, as well as time log, and documents covering the quantity related data, again in a structured format. And what people like about this one is there's no fraud. People can't break into this data because it's all underlined by blockchain. So you've got a whole lot of security wrapped around it.
You mentioned some of the benefits as you went through the products, but what is the sort of business case? What do customers tell you are the biggest benefits of using your platform?
Well, as they move to digitalization, they can systematically validate or legally confirm their trades. So some of our customers want to go all the way to legally confirming. Some of them don't. They just want to validate. So it really helps them remove the paper contract process and storing of all this communication in one platform because we hold everything in there. The other one is it automates the generation of outbound and inbound nominations, along with the processing of any correspondence related to that physical shipment. So that really is just automated. It generates in and out, which is really something that helps them speed up the communication. There's also direct integration into inspectors. And then we also use our AI tools to parse all the actual data, again, to give them all the centralized view. And then some of our customers, they're even taking that further and they're saying, okay, we are now standardizing the data across all these modules. Therefore, we've got a lot of insight. And now what they're doing is they're taking external BI tools and actually writing reporting layers on top of it. So all the data is coming through from counterparties, inspectors, as well as terminals. They've got all this actual data, and now they can actually write their reporting layers on top of it, which saves them a lot of time and manual effort.
Sounds really good. If I wasn't using VAKT, what would be my alternative?
I think there's two really. Stay where you currently are. So there is a lot of things well, we have a friend called Outlook. Why aren't we still using that? And the other friend is Excel spreadsheets always. So some of them are saying, you know what, we'll just stay on that and we will wait. And I think that waiting was there more when we didn't have the ability to onboard them quickly. Now that we have changed that and we can onboard them using the CSV files, using the Excel spreadsheet, so they can stay on Excel, they can stay on their CSV files and just send it through to us that way. So that's really helped eliminate that issue. Then the other one obviously is the expensive in-house build. Some of the really bigger guys like to build things themselves. They've got a big IT shop in-house, so yes, they will do that themselves. But if they don't, there is no other product on the market off the shelf that tackles all three of things that VAKT tackles.
Right. And obviously, CTRM is my area of interest. How do you interact with CTRM and related software within the enterprise?
So traditionally, we would do one or two things, I'd say. One is always API. So if it was an in-house build system, where quite a lot of our customers do have in-house build, they would use our API and they would go and enhance the actual CTRM. Then we have some of our other customers who have third-party software like off the shelf. We have also created an API connected into certain products in that space. And then, as I said, more recently, we have an ability to download it via CSV or Excel, where we can actually take the extract of the data that we require, and we can then enable validation and discrepancy management for the customer. So that's how we tend to integrate. And then also, if the customer wants the data flowing back in, this is something that we can also supply using our API. If it's a in-house built, yes, they'll need to make some changes. If it's a third party, as I said, we have had some third parties already that we've been doing some integration to. So there is some stuff there ready for off-the-shelf third-party integration back into CTRM systems.
Very good. And what are your objectives for the coming year or so? Where are you going next?
Well, a lot of expansion. So we're helping our current customers push into other modes of transport as well as other geographies. That's a big focus for us. We are really focused on the Middle East, Asia, and the US. As I said early on, modes of transport, we used to be Northwest barges only, but now we can do vessels and we can also do the US pipeline, which is great. And then the other big one is helping customers who aren't necessarily what I'd call tier one customers with their digitalization strategy. So to actually help what I'd call more the top end of the tier twos to be able to come on to digitalization quickly by using our onboarding within the 2 to 4 weeks, by using the CSV files, get them settled, get them using the product, and then slowly but surely moving them towards the API once they start seeing that return on investment along the different use cases that the product can give you.
And in the future, where do you think VAKT will end up? Where will it go?
You were just mentioning early on, within a year, VAKT has really changed its focus quite a bit. Or changed, should I say, enhanced its focus. So at the moment, I think we've got our hands full, I'll be honest with you. There's enough to go around. So we'll double down again on barges, focus on the US pipeline, vessels across Europe, US, Middle East, and Asia. So there's a lot there. There's a lot of customers that are only just starting their digitalization focus. There are some corporates in there as well who really are playing in this market and they want to be able to digitalize. So it's about helping them. So really and truly, it's just doubling down on that rather than thinking, okay, let's do rails or trucks, for example, because that's obviously something that we can also go into. But right now it's focusing on what we do best and get it across the geographies and get it across the key modes of transport. As you said previously, there was a lot of fundamental building the platform prior to my arrival. The team built a really scalable, solid commodity post-trade platform that enables our customers to grow quickly with them and enhance. And now what I've just been doing is taking AI and really being able to take those use cases even further that enables the customers to really get that return on investment. I think for the main thing for us was enabling our customers to talk to VAKT customers or counterparts and being able to bring that data into a structured format and therefore stay on platform. So that's a key thing that we're really focusing on right now.
I think one of the other things you've done, if people visit the website, there's some quite impressive work done into real ROI sort of metrics that I think are very compelling as well. And certainly if people are watching and interested, it's worth going over there and taking a look at this.
Absolutely. We've done a lot of work with our existing customer base to really understand what the ROI is. Obviously, it changes per customer, but that's about the input data. So one of the reasons why we did move to more than just barges is because our customers were telling us that they needed more than just one mode of transport to really get the value. And this is what that ROI tool exactly helps our customers to do, is to enter the input and then therefore they can get the output on what that ROI actually is.
Tasja, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Gary, as always. Yeah.
Well, if you enjoyed that, please do like, share, and subscribe. It's very important and helps us a lot that you subscribe to the channel, like, and share. Thank you for joining us on CTRM Radio.